Wait, am I moving? Oh, that's good to know. I thought I had this whole thing all fixed. It was working really well. I had the camera working. I had the camera working so well. You have no idea. Wait, no, actually, wait, no. I know what the problem is. Never mind. No, this is entirely a me issue. Ah! I have like the worst setup imaginable right now. This is like so ramshackle. You don't even know. You have no idea. You have no idea what's going on right now. This is like everything is held together with like shoestring and silly putty. Do you know how hard it is to find silly putty nowadays? It's pretty difficult. They don't even. Do they even make silly putty anymore? This joke hinges upon them not making silly putty anymore. But it was working so well, and the moment I hit start, oh, okay, everything's falling apart. Like literally, like actually, genuinely, like my machinations are coming to a head. All my schemes are it's over. It's all over. It's done. It's. Are we good? No, it's just frozen now. No, it's just frozen now. Okay, it's at like an angle. It's at an angle it does not like. It has decided that it is not going to record anymore. It was going so well before. It was working perfectly. And now it's like, ah, dang, the angle of your camera moved by like a fraction of a percent. Yeah, I can't record you anymore. You're not gonna move. I'm sorry. You have paralysis now. You can't move you anymore, man. I'm sorry. Like the vibes is slightly like a fraction of a percent off. The angle is a fraction of a percent off. I'm not functioning anymore. This has never been a problem before. This has never been an issue. It's never been like this. This is a new rule. It just came up. The studio just came up with. The software just decided, actually, it needs to be this precise angle, or I'm not going to record anything. Actually, it's the worst. I can't even move this because the moment I move this, it's gonna fall. Everything's gonna fall. Okay, hold on. What angle do you want? I swear I was at this angle before. This was the angle that it liked. And now it doesn't like this angle anymore. I had this thing all figured out. I had it all figured out. I had it so on lock, on fleek. And now it's deciding that the setup I had is actually not good. It was good 2 seconds. It was good before I hit start stream. It was working great. It was working so well. And now it's not working anymore. It's great. That's really the way technology really is something. It really is. It sure is something. All right, hold on. Nope. So, okay, now hold on. No, I'm just frozen in a different location now. It's really displeased with me. It's very displeased with me. I swear nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. It was working so well. What happened? We had a good thing going for us. Now are we good? No, we're not good. We're never going to be good ever again. This is actually a curse. I've actually been cursed. This makes no sense. The camera is pointed. I could not have the camera more directly pointed at my face right now. I could not possibly have this thing more directly pointed at my face than it is right now. It is like I'm like it just decided I don't work for you anymore. I don't like you. You gotta move, man. Okay, now it's doing the thing where it only moves if I open a menu. I swear I thought I had this fixed. I had it fixed for a bit. And it unfixed itself. How did it unfix itself? Okay, I think we got it. I think we're gonna be fine for now. Anyways, that aside, did you know it's Bat Appreciation Day today? Has anyone appreciated any bats today? Anyone do any bat appreciation? Anyone appreciate any bats today? It's Bat Appreciation Day. In case you didn't know. I didn't know that. I only learned it a few minutes ago. But yeah, I always appreciate bats every day, every single day. You know, It's just normal for me. I never go a day without appreciating bats. So when the day comes around, I'm always ready. We have a Vylon deck. I made this deck in a recording I did that I have not edited yet. I still have to get around to editing that. I'm currently working through the. I finished the Trolls game. It took about 4 hours. It's a 4-hour long recording. I managed to cut it down to 1 hour, so I cut out 3 hours of recording, and I'm going through like the last stages of editing on that. So that's gonna be interesting. I've spent a good amount of time workshopping, like a lot of time workshopping this. It's not good because it's Vylons. If I remember correctly, Vylons have not had support since 2014. Okay, wait, no, hold on. Let me continue with the train of thought I originally had. So I did a recording. I did like a bunch of like gotcha pulls. And I just kept getting Vylon cards. I kept getting Vylon cards and Union cards. And I was like, haha, what if I made a Vylon deck? Nah, I can't do that. Vylons are bad. They're not even good. I shouldn't even like try to, I can't even try to workshop that because it's just such a bad deck. I can't even do anything with it. And then I just said, like, I mean, just as a joke, like, let's look at what it would look like. And I started throwing stuff together and I just got really invested in it. And I couldn't stop. And eventually it went from this is a joke to this is not a joke anymore. And now we have like, we have everything we need to craft this deck. And before we get into this, let's get some test hands. Because okay, I have like a flawed way of building decks, a flawed but like fun. I it's a way that I enjoy. I enjoy making decks this way, but it's not viable really. I pretty much exclusively base things on if it can do stuff turn one. Ignore that. That's Silver Veil. I have the. Hold on. Let me see if I can pull this up for a second. Now I'm gonna be frozen, but she's right there. She's doing she's working slave labor right now. She's making like virtual money for herself, but you know, we'll keep it there for now. Okay, now I'm frozen. Now I'm good. Okay, we're good. I have to like somehow trick it to thinking that it's okay. I think we're fine. Anyways, it stopped being a joke, and I got to a point where I think I have like a decent. No, I already said that. What I was going to say was my strategy is based on can it do stuff turn one? Like, can it consistently do stuff turn one? And then I don't really think about if it can do anything beyond that. So, if you've seen any of these videos, you might know that a lot of these decks can like go into they're like really bad decks generally. But they can usually do something turn one. Even if that's just going into like one extra deck monster, they can usually do something. And the thing is like, okay, it's cool, it's consistent. It can pretty much always do something turn one. But then if your opponent destroys that monster you got out, which odds are they will, because most decks can destroy things pretty easily, because they're not, you know, they're playing actual decks, not decks like these. But so usually these are like, okay, I can get something done turn one. From then on, if they destroy my turn one board, it's game over. This deck is like that. I guess there's some decks that are a little more control based, like the Man Beast of Ares deck or the Guardian Bow deck are a bit more grindy, I'd say. Like they have a goal they're working towards. Okay, let's get some silver. Because if you equip a monster, like an equipped monster with this card, if you equip a Union monster with this card, you cannot special summon that monster. Because typically, when a Union monster is equipped, you can just special summon it. But with this card prevents that. So you want to equip Union Driver, because Union Driver banishes itself to equip a different monster from your deck. And that card can be special summoned because it was not equipped by Union Hanger. So you equip Yare Head. I assume I don't know if that's like Japanese pronunciation or if it's Yer. I don't know. This could be like a non-Japanese word. I'm applying like Japanese pronunciation to it, but I read it. Let's just call it Y Head. So you special summon Y Head, and then you can use this card to equip this card from your hand. No, hold on a second. Yeah, okay, that works. Then you can special summon this card. So you would have 8, 9. So this card's 4. This card's 4. This card's 1. This card is 1. That adds up to 10 with two tuners. That means Vylon Omega turn 1. Wait, no. Wait, no. Wait, no, that's not how that works. It has to be one Vylon monster. Never mind. Okay, that is turn 1. You can go into a level 5 synchro. So you can go into this card. And then you could use this card, one of the other cards, and then the tuner to go into Manadium Primeheart. The thing is, Manadium Primeheart, I pretty much only have this card here because it's a light synchro level 10. And I guess Fairy also helps, but that's the main reason. The effect, we can't really use the effect. No, actually we can. No, hold on. We wouldn't need to do the first stage synchro. We could use the 2 synchros. Then this card would have 2 attacks. That would be the turn 1. It would use up all of our hand. That's how this deck would work. It's a lot of that. It just go into a synchro, like use up a bunch of resources, go into a synchro turn 1. Like let's say here, like normal summon this card, activate this card, equip this card, special summon that card, equip this card, special summon this card, go into a synchro level 5, and then go into like a synchro level 6. And then I guess you could actually, no, I guess then you could, 5, then you could, wait. No, that wouldn't work. Never mind. That wouldn't work. Never mind. Because this hand's a little worse just because it has 2 of these guys. But that also, you could go into a synchro at least. You can at least go into a synchro. That's sometimes the best you can ask for. That's how this deck works. It's not very good. I don't even know if this is an ideal Vylon deck. There's probably better deck lists out there for Vylon. I just did not look up any deck lists. I feel like that would be... It wouldn't be as fun to just Google, hey, how do I build Vylons? I much prefer just building a deck myself. And if it sucks, it sucks. You know, maybe at some point if this is really, you know, once I've invested a bunch of resources into this, and if it's really flopping, then I might look to see what other people are doing. But at this point, I think as far as Vylons go, this is about the best you can expect. Because as I said, they have not gotten support in over a decade. There have not been any new Vylon cards in a decade. They are pretty far behind. They were never really that good to begin with, as far as I can tell. I don't think Vylons were ever really competitive, but they're really not now. They're very much not competitive now. And the good thing is we do have Light Union support. That's mainly what we're going for here is Light Union machine support. We just happen to have 2 Light Union machines right here. Oh, sorry. Silver Veil just said, are you sure you want to click that? I thought she was asking for food. It's like the little desktop mate. Sometimes it says, hey, I want this specific food. And then you get like points for that if you give them that food. Anyways, I've been holding off on building this deck for a long time. Not a long time. It feels like a long time because I really just want to build the deck. I really want to try this out. Now I'm telling myself that secretly this is actually a good idea because I get Time Tearing Morganite out of this. The nice thing about this is I already wanted Time Tearing Morganite. There's a few decks I think could benefit from this that I already have. So this isn't... I'm investing URs into this. And this card might not be very necessary. But this card, I feel like could have applications in other decks. So I would be spending resources in a way that would boost all of my... Not all of my decks. Some decks cannot use this card. But some of my decks maybe, if I'm remembering correctly, and I might have to look into which ones may or not be able to use this, but I'm gonna go for it. I've been wanting to do this. It's a thing. I'm gonna do it eventually. I don't think I'm too invested in this. I'm too excited to play Vylons. I'm like really into Vylons now. I'm the Vylon guy. You're gonna see me walking around with a Vylon shirt. I'm gonna be wearing a Vylon hat. I'm gonna be telling everyone I see about Vylons. I'm gonna be that guy. I'm gonna be like, this reminds me of Vylon Alpha. I'm gonna be like that. Okay, we're gonna generate. We're going to spend all these resources on Vylons. Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay. Vylon deck. Very nice. Oh, we got free polls! Let's do some free polls first. I do want to bring this to the Duel Triangle. I saw one of my favorite VTubers playing the Duel Triangle, and I was like, that looks kind of fun. I'm gonna get. I would not survive it. I'm not going to survive it because they have like, you know, like shark and blue eyes and stuff in there. I guess I wouldn't be facing blue eyes if I'm using a light deck. Visa Starfrost, what are you doing here? I could theoretically put that card in there if I have the Manadium card. Maybe later. I do like Manadium. I do like that card. Or that deck. I like the just balls. They're just like little happiness balls. They're cute. They're cool. They're cute. But I'm kind of a sucker for those type of art styles. Yeah, Vylons lore-wise are really cool. They're like really cool lore-wise. I originally thought that they were just kind of like these like heartless automatons that are just kind of there to kill anyone who causes too much trouble. But I looked up the wiki because I wanted to make sure. I said this in the recording. I went on this whole spiel about like what my opinion, like my original thoughts about the lore was based on my assumptions. But the actual lore is the Constellars created the Vylons to protect the world against the Steel Swarm. And that's why when there was a war between the Laval and the Gem Knights that threatened to reawaken the Steel Swarm, like it was around the general area where they were like buried or whatever, the Vylons had to step in and be like, bro, stop. Stop. So they're good guys. The Vylons aren't heartless. They are good guys. But they are like a machine security force meant to protect the world. So they're cool. They're good guys. They're awesome. I'm dismantling the hell out of that card. I'm dismantling the hell out of that card. You better believe it. We already have 2 URs. That's actually kind of crazy. I think that just means that I made the right decision here. Though to be fair, I should say I did a tarot card reading today. And the cards I got were... What were they? I remember I got... what was it? I got the Lover's right side up. I remember that. Well, I got the Hermit right side up, I think. Yeah, the Hermit right side up, the Lover's right side up. So the Hermit right side up means like time for reflection, I think. The Lover's right side up means like passion and emotional healing. And then I got the Tower right side up. I think I'm remembering this correctly. Yeah, I think that's what I got. And the Tower right side up means disaster and chaos and loss and tragedy and bad things, and there's a possibility that I'm going to get my ass kicked today. There's a good possibility I'm going to lose a lot today. I hopefully that, you know, they're just cardboard cards. They don't really mean anything. So I'm not too worried. I'm a little worried. I'm not too worried. You know that Yang Zing was the first... They were the first worm cards. If I remember correctly. I could be wrong. I'm usually wrong about things. I'm very frequently wrong about things. I consider it a talent to be as wrong as I am as frequently as I am. If I remember correctly, if I read correctly, the first worm cards ever released were Yang Zing. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Chinese, like, written words are never really written the way you'd expect them to be. You're never pronounced the way they look. Like, I don't know. You'd think they would just write them phonetically, but I don't know. They didn't really do that. At least not in a way that my brain could understand. My big, amazingly huge brain, I just overthink things sometimes. I'm just too smart for my own good. So for starters, we're going to try a solo. You know, screw it. We're not doing a solo. We have to reading and all that. We're just going to go right into the dual triangle. This is going to be great. Nothing bad is going to happen. It's going to be awesome. We're going to face no challenges whatsoever. What type of Earth decks are people playing? Copy from my deck. We're going to use We Baby Union. Uh-oh, uh-oh, oh. Uh-oh, uh-oh, oh. Actually, I am curious. What Earth deck? I saw people using the person I was watching, the VTuber I was watching, was playing Magispector and Burning Knuckler. I assume people are also playing like Salamangreat and Speedroid. For light, they're mainly playing Blue Eyes. For water, they're playing Shark. Wait, are these all like loner decks people are using? Is Adamancipator even Earth? I don't know. I assume they must be because they're like geologists, right? I think some of them are like other attributes though. I mean, we're playing this. We're playing Vylons today. This is like just starting out too, so you have to assume that people are bringing their A game today. Dad, this is gonna be a real gamer. Sky Striker, Japanese. Yeah, this is going first. You gotta scare him a little bit. You got because most people want to go first. I don't really care. I'm gonna lose either way. But you gotta do as much psychological damage as possible. This is not the hand that I want. This is not the hand that I want. This is all the hands that I showed previously. They didn't look like this. This is not what the simulations showed. This isn't what the simulations said was going to happen. They were so consistent. This was like it's very rare that I got hands like this. You know, we're just gonna re-roll. I was well, I've never seen that. I remember last recording I did, I thought this meant like shake the opponent's hand. It doesn't. It means follow, which is, I thought it was, oh cool, a handshake. That's cool. And I followed someone. That's really cool looking. I did not know they did that. Okay, let's try that again. But for real this time. But for realsies this time. Would Red Dragon Archfiend be they're mainly like fire in the main deck, but like dark in the extra deck, right? Waku Woo Woo. Are they also Japanese? It's like Japanese sounding name, but it's not written in hiragana, katakana, kanji, anything like that. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Oh. Monkey sees action! Oh, oh, oh. This is what I'm talking about, baby. Look at that card. That's some cool art right there. We're not playing Machina, though. Or as they're known in Japan, Machiners. Very interesting name. Very interesting name. Union Hanger. Got all the XYZs. And a little W. Holy moly. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, you ultimate fiend. Hold on. What we're going to do is we're going to save Time Terry Morganite for later. Just in case one of these cards happens to have some sort of restriction. Do we have any tuners? I do not. So I'm going... What? I wanted to try my deck. I want to try my deck out. You're supposed to let me play the game. So I've never been upset about a surrender before. I've never been upset about a surrender before. I'm more upset about winning than I was about losing. Because I had a chance there. I had somewhat of a chance there, at least. Okay, I won't complain too much. Maybe I think what happened is I think they thought I had the like an actual Union deck. Like they thought I was playing like a competent Union deck. They weren't expecting Vylons. They were expecting like actual Unions, which is a lot more competent than the deck I'm currently playing. I pretty much pulled for lack of a better word, a Viceroy. Right? Like how a Viceroy looks like a Monarch Butterfly so predators won't eat them. Target one machine monster you control. That's my secret cap. I don't have a machine monster. That's a bit of a problem. It's a bit of a problem right there. I see I don't have a machine type. What's this card? Attack position. Your opponent can target the monster with card effects. I guess that's fine. If it's in defense position, it can't be destroyed by battle. I think we want to be protected from effects more than we want to be protected from card effects. It's always this guy, too. Last time it was this guy, too. Wait, is this like actual Cybers? This is probably Marincess. If they have a water card, this is probably Marincess. I'm assuming they're playing Marincess. Right? And they're gonna take their time. I think I'm remembering. What does this mean? What does this mean? What is that? What's this symbol mean? Is this banned? Like what? Does that mean this card has not been summoned yet? Well, of course it hasn't. Oh, I'm right! I'm so smart! I'm so intelligent. I'm just gonna destroy my monster by battle. Which is, says typically, let's see. Start of the battle phase. You can change the equipped monster's battle position if you do normal summon one monster. This could be good if I had another monster in my hand. But I do not, obviously. What? Frontline base is really a problem here. I should have like anything except for this card. Anything else would be better here. The worst thing here is they're taking so long. Marincess are very combo. Maybe they'll time out. You'd think they'd be doing better than that if they're playing Marincess of all things. It's a Cybers deck. I mean, you should be able to combo like crazy, right? You're not like BMing. I think they just can't really do much. Hold on a second. I see potential. Volka Hatsudo. Monstero Tokushokan. Kogeki Hyojide. Soshite Soko Maho Hatsudo. Kono Monsto Sobisuru. Hi. Soshite Sobi Monster no Koka Hatsudo. Deki Kara. This card. Sobisuru. Soshite Koka Hatsudo. Kogeki Hyoji. Soshite. I could go into this card. This card is special summon from the extra deck. You can add one spell trap from deck to your hand that mentions Union monsters in its text. That's it. That's it. Yugo Shokan. Soshite Koka Hatsudo. Filudo Maho Teifudani Kuwai Ru. Soshite Koka Hatsudo. Karuo, Teifudani, Kuwairu. Which one? Which one though? Which one? Maybe this card I could go into level 7? I guess this card. We know I could have... No, it's fine. No, hold on. What is this other effect? I guess... Yeah, I'm just going to use the effect. Why not? No normal summon. Normal summons are for chumps anyways. Hold on. Wait, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I'm feeling really excited right now. Okay, I guess I can't use the... Hold on. Wait, no. We do a Union Pilot. Going to activate Union Pilot. Oh, I'm like so excited. Equip. This card. Attack position. Activate this effect. Special summon this card. In attack position. What's this effect? No, we're not going to do that. We're going to go into... So 6. We're going to go into this card. Ho 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 ho! Subarashi! Kore wa saikou! Saikou no chikara o te ni haita! Oh, this is great. Oh, this is great. Oh, that's the bee's knees right there, buddy. That's what I'm talking about. This is how you play Vylons, by the way, in case you were wondering. You can surrender anytime. You can surrender if you want. Just say it if you feel up to it, man. I'm just saying. No judgment here. Oh, they got the search card. They drew the search card. They top decked to the search card. Great. Okay, they top decked to the combo starter. Fascinating. It should be fine though. Win or loss. I mean, who cares? I'm having fun. I'm having fun with this duel. I don't care. I had enough fun getting this board out. I don't really care if I lose. It's the feeling of thinking, oh hell yeah, I did this. That's awesome. Outweighs the problem that might be happening. Yeah, this is like a... Yeah, this is the combo starter right here. So they're full combo right now. So it's over. If they had drawn anything else, we would have survived this duel. They just happened to draw the exact card they needed. Unless maybe they already had this. Maybe they had 2 copies of this card in their hand. No, we're gonna be here for a while. Let's look at the extra deck. Oh boy. What does the 7 card do anyways? Yeah, it's not really good. I'm glad we didn't go into this card, because that would not have been good enough. Just search out an equip card. We could have got... Yeah, it's during the end phase. We wouldn't have even been able to use it. We'd have like added a card from our hand and it would have been turned over and wouldn't have been able to equip it to anything. There's no way the turn is done though, right? Why set... Usually people set the card at the end of the turn. Yeah, they're gonna keep going. There's no reason why they wouldn't. Wait, that card? I only know about one of that card's effects. I think this card would be able to prevent this card's effect. But no, it's just gonna attack Norland. Yeah, they got that's the annoying thing about modern decks is you can like whittle them down to they have like one card in their hand. And that one card will just happen to be the thing that they need to win the game. And I don't have a deck that can do that. I'm not going to draw a level 12 and be able to bring out that card again. Like it's over. Yeah, it's over. It's over. We were so close. If they hadn't drawn that one card, they had not drawn their one card combo starter. But my opponents are always miracle workers, so it's to be expected. I hate these mates. These mates are so stupid. Nothing against them. Nothing against them. I just think those mates are dumb. They're not. It's not even a monster. It's just a car. It has nothing to do with Yu-Gi-Oh at all. Who thought like, yeah, let's get these like random objects in here? It's dumb. I'm glad they stopped doing it, but I don't even like looking at them. Okay. Oh, they're one of these people. Never mind. Full offense to you and your stupid little car. Two of them? Two of them. Wow. It's very nice. Very nice. This guy's in the thumbnail. This guy's in the thumbnail. Summon this card. Oh, wait, are these drawn normal summons? We're going to equip Union Driver. Activate Union Driver. We're going to equip, though. I guess we can equip this card, right? No, maybe this card. Wait, no, I did the wrong thing. No, I did. I did not do the wrong thing. Okay, we're fine. 8. And then we're going to go into Time-Tearing Morganite. Going to normal summon this card. And then we're going to... Wait. 8, 9, 10. Plus 1 light monster. It's great. It's great. It's really nice. It's be 1. Only be 1 card. Vylon Tetra. I guess... Wait, what does Vylon Tetra even do? This card. That's about it. Oh yeah, I was like, why do you have so many cards? I was like, oh yeah, you activated like double max C that activates on normal summons. Yeah, it's who thought it was a good idea to make more versions of max C? And they don't still have a job, right? Oh, it's just Marincess again. Is this just a structure deck? Is there actually like the default deck that just has a bunch of copies of Mulch Army? Just everyone just does Mulch Army? Why are you taking so long? Why? This is the worst part. Why do they take so long? It's like, oh, which card should I summon? It's always like the most obvious play you could possibly imagine. They just sit there just staring, they drooling, and they're like, oh. I wonder, do I activate Pot of Greed? Huh. That would let me draw 2 cards. That would be pretty helpful, but I'm not sure. What if they have Jar Robber? Maybe I should activate Pot of Greed. But I don't know, man. It's kind of risky. Or like, oh, my opponent has like 2,000 life points, and I have Curse of Dragon on my field. They have nothing in their hand, nothing in their graveyard that could do anything, and then they just sit there like, I could attack here, but I don't know. Do I have enough? Oh, it's like way more than enough. Like they always have like way more than enough and no reason not to attack, and they're just like, should I keep comboing? I think I got a combo for 10 more minutes. And I gotta wait for every single decision. Like, do I activate Pot of Green? I don't know, man. Or do I just attack and win the game? That's the worst part. That's why I hate PvP so much. Is that they just take so long. Like it's like I'd be fine with dying if he didn't hurry up and blew my brains out. Just hurry up. You only have like who cares? Any card you summon is going to win. Do you see my board right now? There's no wrong choices. I don't think I get any points. Do I get any points if I lose, or is it only if I win? I've been assuming that I haven't been getting any points because I've been surrendering. I haven't lost a single duel. I've not waited until I lost. Usually they award points only if you actually play a duel to the end. Usually they don't, if you surrender, they don't give you anything because they don't want you, they don't want people just going in, surrender, go in, surrender, go in, surrender, go in, surrender, and collecting a bunch of points. That's why people make like self FTK decks. If that was a feature, people let you get points for surrendering. FTK decks would not exist. Like self FTK decks would not exist. Because there would be no reason to build a deck to kill yourself if you could just hop in, surrender, hop in, surrender, hop in, surrender. That's my cope. Is that I'm sitting through this because I might have a potential for getting some points to get maybe a few more gems. That's my hope right now. Is I'm waiting through all of this for the potential that I might get a few gems. One thing that bothers me is I don't like how the cards in the spell trap zones and field zone are smaller than the cards in the monster zone. Like they're smaller in size and it bothers me. Like if this was like an accurate simulation, you know, they'd be the same size because they're all just cards. I guess they thought they needed to make these smaller because I don't know. Maybe there's like some design reason behind it, as far as how the field looks, and it just looks weird. It's just tiny. How long has this been going on for? How have I been taking damage too? What did I take damage from? What did I take? Oh, did I? I think I paid life points or something. That doesn't explain where the 1,000 came from. Did I get burned at some point? There's been so much stuff going on. I just have not been able to pay attention. At some point, I lost 1,000 life points. I think. Maybe how much does this card cost? Like 500. So I paid 500. So that's 7,500. I lost like 600 life points. When did I lose that? I mean, they haven't attacked yet. So how would I lose life points here? What damaged me? Is there like a Marincess that deals burn damage? I guess that would make sense because Blue Angel, you know, she had Trick Stars and they were all about burn damage. And this is like her second deck, like her character growth deck. You know, after she like puts away her Trick Stars, which are also really good. You know, like how like Marufuji's Sho in GX moved on from his Vehicroids to Cyber Dragons, which I like the character detail. I just like Vehicroids too much. I don't like how the show type. Okay, I'll go into that later. But like, how his deck was like, oh, I have like this bad deck that I stay with because I'm like, oh, he's still a little kid. He plays the kid deck and it's not that good. You gotta move on to the adult deck. I don't know what I'm saying. Wait, what? Why? Yeah, of course I'm using Vylon Tetra. Now what? Did they not read my that entire time? Did they not read my card once? There's only like 4 cards on my field. You didn't read any of them? You didn't read any of my cards? I'm insulted. But I don't really care that much. You can't play, it's my turn. You can't play, it's my turn. Yeah, but anyways, Blue Angel moved on from her, like, previous deck, which was already really good, to a different deck that was also really good, to show her character growth. Which, you know, makes sense. You know, I feel like it's kind of dumb to make a deck and say, like, oh yeah, the purpose of this deck is that it's bad. Like, Vehicroids are like that. Like, lore-wise, they're supposed to be bad, which is kind of dumb. Fortune Fairies are also like that. Yeah, Harley in 5D is also like a similar character arc, where it's like, oh, she had a really bad deck, but then she moved on to this good deck. So they had to make the first deck like bad. They had to make the archetype bad. Because it's like, well, lore-wise, it's supposed to be bad. It's supposed to be a bad deck that the person was, you know, to show that the character got stronger. They had to be playing a bad deck and then move on to a good deck, which they stopped doing. Okay, so I don't know why they did any of that. How do you fumble against Vylons? It's Vylons. It should have been like a hole in one. Receive all. 60 or 80. I don't know how to count. So I have a little bit of brain damage. Let's do some gacha pulls. I don't care. You think I care about trying to wait till I get to a good amount? No. I want my instant gratification, damn it. I don't want to buy the pass. I'm not gonna play enough ranked for that to matter. Give me. Wait, no, hold on. Do I have access to the Vylon pack? I should, right? Ooh, 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 ooh. Free pull, free pull, free pull. Monkey sees action. You think I wouldn't be able to use that because I'm a bird, but I can still use it. I mean, humans aren't even monkeys, so I guess no one. I can wait. Wow, why? No one says that. Why am I saying that like that's like a common phrase that people say? It's a thing. It's a meme, but no one says that. Why? Why did I like briefly convince myself that that was like everyone's just like monkey sees action, like that's like just like a thing people say every single day. It's not. I'm losing it. I'm sorry. All right, it's the other pack. It's like this is Memento, which I like. I like the idea behind Memento of taking normal cards and giving them, putting them into an archetype. I just don't like the fact that I don't like the aesthetic. Like in theory, I love this deck, but I don't like how like overdone the designs are. Because it's weird because they're all based on cards that I like, but then they're just too overdone. They got too much going on them. They're too like they're just too loud. They're just too like clustered. I like the normal monsters because a lot of them are very simplistic in design. They're very basic looking. They're usually just like, oh, this card's like a witch, and that's it. It's just a witch girl. That's it. What you see is what you get. It's a witch lady, or like a goblin calligrapher. It's like, oh, it's just a goblin guy. He's got a big horn. That's it. That's all. That's all there is. He's just a creepy looking goblin guy. It's like, nah, we gotta make him like covered in crystals and all that stuff. It's like, I just prefer the thing I like about normal monsters. Like this guy's fine. This guy's pretty simple. I still prefer the original though. It's just I prefer like less details on these type of monsters where they're more simplistic. They're just straightforward. Like look at this card. It's pretty straightforward. No like Konami orbs or crystals or anything. It's just like that's just a thing. Like Thunder Dragon. It's just a dragon. It's a nicely designed dragon. It just looks nice. It's just a good looking dragon. There's no. It's like, oh yeah, there's Thunder Dragon. It doesn't need to look like. Well, this card's also fine. This card also keeps up with it's a two-headed dragon. It looks nice. This card also, it's a lady. It's like a lady with like kind of ornate clothes, but she's fine. And you look at this card, it's like there's just so much going on. Like it's very noisy. It's not that bad, but I kind of prefer like more simple, like more less is more is what I'd say. Like if you can make a design as simplified as possible, like you don't need to use too many details. Is what I think. I think VTubers also have that problem. Like they have like their nice like first costume. It's very it just it gets stuff done. Then the second costume is always like way too much. Just way too many details. I do like Evil Hero. I have an Evil Hero deck in real life. I still need to get the new cards, but I don't think I'm gonna. I already like decided I'm never building heroes in this game, which is I love superheroes. I love comic books. I don't know. For some reason, elemental heroes and all those heroes, they don't really scratch the superhero itch. They don't really feel like superheroes to me, honestly. They feel more like Sentai. Also, I feel like the fusion thing also just doesn't really. I can't wrap my head around that in any way happening in like a superhero situation, except for those comics, that one universe where it's like Marvel superheroes fused with DC superheroes. So it's like Batman, but he's also Wolverine. But it's not really a thing that happens. You don't really have superheroes fusing together. It's a very it's not something that a reasonable person would be thrown off by, but for some reason it throws me off. I guess I could use points on Manadium. So I do like Manadium, so let's use it here. We're gonna use 4 pulls. I think it's weird how in Duel Links you could just do 4 pulls at once, but for some reason in Master Duel it's just 10 or nothing. I guess they just thought, oh, Genshin does it like 10 or nothing, so we should do it like 10 or nothing. It's like, yeah, Genshin's good. That's not a thing that makes it good, though. That's just like a little detail. It's like, it's a little like, that's not like a plus or minus. I would say it's not too big of a minus, but it's definitely not a plus. This could be nothing. This could very well be nothing. It's not nothing. No, hey, whoa, 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 whoa. I wanted to do that. I just crafted that. I just crafted that card, but okay, I guess you're just gonna give it to me. It's fine. I feel like fusions have gotten to be like, fusions don't really I feel like fusion is like the most ambivalent summoning method nowadays. Like fusion used to be like very like specific in terms of how it works. It's like, oh, you have fusion spell, and then you have materials listed on the card. You use the spell, fuse those cards, and that's how you do it. And then they started, changing things like, oh, well, if you have the materials on the field, sometimes you can just send them to the graveyard and then summon the card for your extra deck. And it's a contact fusion. So you still have to have them on the field, so there's still a bit of resources that go into it, but you don't have to use a fusion spell. And nowadays it's like fusion is like the most like anything can result in a fusion summon. I feel like every other summoning mechanic has a lot more they're a lot more strict on here's how Ixchi's works. You have the two monsters on the field, you Ixchi summon. Or you target one card and you Ixchi's on top of it. You have to like you have to do something in order to do that, like discard a card or something. With fusion, it's like, I don't know, shove your hand up your ass, summon a fusion monster. That's the requirement. Like anything can summon a fusion monster. Like just like what's a good example? Like a lot of fusion monsters just summon themselves. You don't even have to like fuse or anything. They like, I think it's just because they know it's the most resource intensive summoning method, so they want it to be good because it was prominently featured in 2 different animes. Like not as much in Duel Monsters, but definitely in GX, where it was like the focus.
And allow you to fusion without spells.
What? Hold on, I Hex monsters. Hex monsters? It's a hex monster. I feel like I should know. I feel like I should know this. I feel like, Wait, no, hold on. I think this should work. When I think of Hex, I think of like, was it Altergeist Hextia? That's not a fusion monster though. Hex. Oh, those cards.
One of the materials listed without
being the
direct
sealed
name.
fusions. Yeah, those guys. Those guys are cool. I mean, like what's an example? Like what they called? Not that card. Was it called Twin something? Oh, maybe it's not Twins. Was it Foot or Feet? Like these guys. Destroy one dual avatar monster you control, and if you do, special summon one dual avatar fusion monster from your extra deck. So it just destroys summon. Like it's like a lot of them have like pretty like loose requirements on how they fusion summon. I guess like it kind of started with like all the way back with like the all the Timaeus cards and stuff like that, where it's like, oh yeah, just target one card and fusion, like fusion someone with one card.
Swamp.
Yeah, there's like cards that treat themselves as other cards. I think like those cards are really like really big in Rush Duel. I think there's like only one of those cards that they only have like a Elemental Hero Prism as like a legend card because it can, because in Rush Duels typically you can only fusion summon from the field, and only there's like, instead of, they don't have polymerization, they have fusion, and fusion only works with cards in the field. There are like other versions of that card. No, I'm not going solo. But those cards tend to be, that card tends to be really good in Rush Duel. I don't think they'd ever add what is it? King of the Swamp to that game because there's no searching. All right. What are they? They're a hit. They're just saying, hey, if you click on the field, something might come up. Hit you, champ. Wait, are there like, how's he doing that? Oh, is that like a mirror force like thing over his icon or something? All right, last time I won by sheer luck when the opponent misplayed and quit. I don't expect that to happen this time, but it'll be funny if it does. Add the card from your deck to your hand. Let's go in this card. This should be full combo if I don't screw things up. Union Hanger to get Union Driver to go into the head, to then summon the head, to then get out like Torque Toon Gear, I guess. And we can go into like a, what is it, level 9 synchro? This card. We could go into level 8, but what are the requirements for level 9? 1+. This one has to be a Vylon tuner, which is sad. What the level 8? We could go into level 8 synchro. We could, I think we do that. Wait, hold on. Why can't this card, why didn't they use their effect? Why effect not use? Why did it get negated? I wasn't paying attention. I think I missed an important detail. Add one spell trap from your deck to your hand that mentions. Guess we add. Wait, hold on. We do have a union, and this card does not specifically say that it has to be. This isn't like a you have to control no monsters to use this effect. It's just go to summon light machine or normal union monster. So we're going to activate that. Special summon Union Driver. And then we're going to activate Frontline Base to special summon Torque Toon Gear. And then I guess we can go into, so 6, so 5. We could go into level 6. I think the level 6 is the better way to go. But then again, this card is also pretty cool. I say this card. Who cares? This card's cooler. Cool is the way to go. It doesn't matter if you win. It's all about showing off. It's all about showing off, baby. I could use this card to protect this card. I think I'm gonna do that. They're not playing what are they called? Mech Knights? There's no way they're playing Mech Knights, because Mech Knights have different attributes, so I don't think they'd be able to play that in this event. Going to search out We don't have... I thought we had Power of the Guardians. I think we're going to search out this card. We can't equip it anyway, so it doesn't matter too much. And the other card only works if you have a monster in your hand that's a higher level than a monster in your graveyard, and we have level 1, so we can't really... I'd rather not just add that card and then just pray I draw like a level 4 or something. I'd rather just get a card that I can use. Now this card has some battle protection, which... Oh, it's just the shark deck. It's just the shark deck. No one builds decks themselves anymore. They all just borrow decks nowadays. I guess it's because not many people just build decks based on one attribute. A lot of them have like a deck that just has a bunch of different attributes and staples and stuff like that. So instead of trying to figure out how to do with them, they just like, I'll just copy this. Not this guy. Not this guy. The annoying thing is, though, that you're always facing people who are just playing this deck for the first time. And they take so long. They just take so long. They think they're I'm playing against someone who's just learning this deck. They're playing this deck for the first time today. I guarantee it. Like they're just trying to figure out what they're doing. This is also my first time playing this deck, but I've built this deck from the ground up. I know how it works, mostly. To some extent, mostly I know how it works. Like I made this deck, so I know mostly how it works. If you're playing a deck you don't know, you didn't make, you're not gonna know the combos. So I assume most of these people did not like look through walkthroughs on like here's the recommended combos if you're playing a shark deck. They just said, oh, sharks, that's probably good. You know, Gargura, rest in peace. Let's play a shark deck. What are they doing? But they're not... What are you going into? Wait, but they're not at the same level! Is there a card that change their levels? Like... I'm assuming one of these cards changed their levels. Oh, this card is used for... It could be treated as 3 or 4. Okay, that makes... And they're... Wait. Yeah, they all have that effect. Okay, that makes sense. I think... Didn't I get this card? I think I just got this card. Water exchange monsters on your field, you can special summon this card from your hand, but you cannot special summon Hydro Jet Shark for the rest of this turn. That's okay. I don't know if I... Wait. What does this mean? I don't know what this symbol means. It makes me think, like, is that card banned? Why would that card be banned? It's not. It doesn't show up on my card. What about this card? No. Okay. What about this card? Yes on that card. What on this card? Huh? Oh, they have pierce... like double piercing damage? What was that? Well... That sure was something. They just did the Buster Blader thing. But without even having to change my monster's attributes. Or types to dragon. They just... Okay, I do get points. That's good to know. I still do get points. So there is a reason. There's no shame in losing if you get points. 6? What did I get 6 of? That's a lot. Where are all these gems coming from? 310. That's a lot. What do I have now? Like 500? Dual pass. I got like one thing from the dual pass. You are. Makes me a happy chappy. I can tell you that much. Which pack were we going for? Was it this one? I think this one's the one to go for, just because it has some more of the, well, it has this card. There's some cards that I want from this. Let's go with this. Some of these could go well with the Shinryu deck. What's where I pronounce it with too much of an L sound? Ooh. Wait. Target one of your level 5 or higher zombie monster is banished or in your graveyard. Place this card in your spell and trap zone as a continuous spell. If you do, special summon that monster. This could go really good in the yokai deck. Yeah, this could do well in the yokai deck. I'm dismantling that. I respect the heck out of Blue Eyes. I'm just not a Blue Eyes player. I'd rather use those resources to something else, you know. I'd rather spend it on, you know, something for big old Papa, you know what I'm saying? The big boy himself gets a little treat for that, you know. I don't know what the hell. I'm stopping that right here. This card is so cool looking. It's sad the card's not even that good. It's fine. It's not terrible. It's just it still looks so cool. I love like the mummy theme. Any card that has to do with mummies is like, well, it has to have a certain aesthetic. It has to be like I don't really like the Horus cards. I think those are like, they're Egyptian. I don't know if they're like mummy themed, but where's it going with this? Like Wandering Mummy, Giant Axe Mummy. I remember trading a copy of, it was either like Blue Eyes. No, I think it was just Blue Eyes. I think it was like one of my copies of Blue Eyes too. I was in kindergarten. I had like a really nice like mint copy of Blue Eyes, and a friend was like, "I'll give you Blue Eyes for Giant Axe Mummy." I'm like, Giant Axe Mummy is so much cooler than Blue Eyes. Yeah, yes, give me. I already had like several copies of that card. I was like, just give me another one. I love that card. I do, to this day, there was never a single point in my life where I thought, maybe that was a bad deal. No, to this day, I'm like, if someone offered me that trade now, I'd be like, yes, yeah, sure, hell yeah. Giant Axe Mummy for Blue Eyes? Absolutely. No question. Wandering Mummy, Regenerating Mummy, Royal Guard, Poison Mummy, Deslakuta. It's peak. It's like peak Yu-Gi-Oh right there. Okay, we're not getting the same luck we had before, but I think we have so much stuff we can't really complain. I might complain a little bit. I'm going to complain a little bit. That's my complaints. No, that was all our gems. All our gems are gone now. Accessories. Okay, we didn't get another mate. Did get a dual field. Floral Crown. Centurion. None of this really interests me. Oh, this is what they use. This is the thing they use. This is the thing they had. I knew it was Mirror Force related somehow. Was it like Senden Beria Mira Horse? Alright, how long am I going for? I just have to end it here. I just wanted to test the deck out. I feel like if I was gonna make the deck, I had to do it like on stream. I think I did it, and it works. I'll just chill out for the rest of the day. I feel like even though I only won by technicality, I feel like this is a win. I won a few duels, even though they were surrenders. Yeah, even though one of them didn't even know what deck I was playing. I'll take this as a win. I'll say this as a win. I'll say this is a success. I'll call it a day here. Yeah, it's good. I'm gonna quit while I'm ahead. I'm gonna quit while I'm ahead. I got a bunch of gems, got a bunch of URs. I'll quit while I'm ahead. Vylon's on number one. Vylon's on top. Vylon's next meta. Vylon's gonna be number one in the whatever tournament they're having. It's got invest in them Vylon cards. It's gonna be coming up number one. Trust me. Invest all your money, cryptocurrency, stocks, pets, family members, organs.